What's up, Virgo? Welcome to your September reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We'll be taking a look to see what messages may come through for you for the month of September, see what you guys could be currently dealing with, what you can expect, get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on for you. I hope that you're doing well. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description box down below. And if you want to follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok, you can find me there at JadeStoneTarot. And yeah, with that being said, Virgo, let's get right into this reading. We got some cards that already came out, so we're going to go with it. We have the horse, the turtle, and the tarantula out here. So far in the month of September, or like the second half of September, it's pretty good energy. It does seem like you have a choice to make, or you're at a crossroad, and you are really needing to rely on your inner wisdom. You're needing to rely on your intuition, and also take a look at your past experiences, as that's going to help you make this choice and also decide on where you're headed or where you're going in your future. Okay, the tarantula talks about a massive there's a fork in the road, and this choice that you end up making, it has to do with your destiny. It has to do with your life purpose, and you are needing to move slowly, move with caution, and just follow the path that you feel the most confident in, and where you can expand the most, where you can grow the most, the one that motivates you. Choose the path that excites you, that uplifts you. So that's going to help you, that's going to make this choice a lot easier, is to follow the one that speaks loudest to you, that you feel the most called towards. All right, your intuition is going to be on point this month. The next couple of weeks, you're really going to be on point, and you're really needing to trust your intuition. Something else that you need to focus on is your strength training, your health and wellness. The horse really recommends getting stronger physically. So some of you maybe are getting into a new exercise routine. Maybe you're thinking about going into the gym, or maybe you're thinking about changing up your diet or making some sort of healthier lifestyle decisions. Another thing that this card talks about is mental sharpness and needing to really meditate more, or mental focus, something that will help sharpen your mind. Even reading, some of you are needing to get back into reading, especially if you used to love reading. Maybe you've kind of fallen off. Maybe it's this is going to be a month where you could really benefit by reading some more, or doing things that challenge your mind and help you think quicker, sharper. All right, it's that Mercury retrograde energy that's going to help you, because right now you might be feeling a little bit mental clutter, or a little bit feeling just a little bit ungrounded at times, or lacking clarity sometimes in your thoughts and your awareness. And so that's why it's so important that you guys take it nice and slow. You don't rush into anything, especially when it comes to decisions that you have coming up, choices, major choices that have a major impact on your futures. Right now is not the time to rush into anything. Right now is not the time to act impulsively. Okay. But yeah, besides that though, Virgo, I see your confidence this month is really skyrocketing. I see that you guys are really getting back into your strength, into your power, and there's no backing down. Nothing can stop you. Nothing can get in the way. It's pretty good. I like the vibe so far. We're going to pull some fairy oracle cards to go along with this, and then we'll dive into the tarot and get the nitty-gritty details as to what's taken place. All right, so messages for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in September 2022. What's going on for Virgo? Show me clearly. Oh, we got the Bright Mother coming out, number 16, messages for Virgo, as well as Lies of the Shadows. Okay, so Virgo, also we have the Singer of Transfiguration at the bottom of the deck, which represents transformation. This is number 11. We also have 44. Maybe you're seeing a lot of ones in synchronicities, or fours, 111, 444. Maybe that's going to be a number that you need to keep your eyes peeled for. But yeah, you guys are definitely... Underneath the Singer of Transfiguration is Geo the Slow. So you've been going through this slow process of change, of transformation, of, you've been undergoing this for quite some time. And I feel like, as your birthday season's kind of wrapping up, this is the beginning of a new era for you, a new cycle, a new chapter for you. I think you're really learning to put yourself first. Lies the Shadows is someone who is naturally very healing to be around. They naturally draw in people who are damaged souls, okay? I'm using that word lightly, but like people who have gone through the ringer, they've gone through their trauma, they have issues, they have some shit, they got some shit to work on, and you may notice that you're attracting people, or people have been attracted to you who are like very damaged or very hurt or have a lot of pain, and for some reason maybe you've noticed throughout your entire life perhaps that you have been the type of person to attract people who need your help or need your guidance or need your light or need your assistance. Like something about your energy, Virgo, is it's extremely healing. You're very nurturing, you're very loving, you have a huge heart, and a lot of people see that. It's kind of like you are that bright light, and moths are just drawn to your energy. Moths symbolic, right? I'm not talking about the actual moth being drawn to you. I mean, shit, maybe that's true. Maybe there's a moth that just won't leave you the fuck alone. Maybe there's a moth in your house. I don't know. But you know, you have so much to love and so much to give and so much to offer here as this bright mother. Your energy is naturally healing and naturally calls in people who need that nurturing, people who need that love, that support, that compassion. But that's like a very fine line. I believe we were saying this not too long ago. I don't know if it was your last reading or a few readings ago for you, Virgo, but I believe I was calling it, or I believe I said something like, you know, it's not your job to save everyone. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You know, no matter how good your intentions may be, and that you see the potential of someone and you're like, I believe in you and you can change and you can do things better. Yeah, I swear to God, we were saying this in your last reading. Some people just don't want to change. Some people, it really comes down to them. No matter how good your intentions are, you can't force someone to change. And if someone wants to heal or if someone wants to do better, it's going to have to come down to them. You can support them, you can help them to the best that you can, but at the end of the day, it is their own journey to walk, and it is not your burden to take on. It's not your responsibility to take on whatever this person ends up deciding to do with their lives. And so that's kind of like the energy that we've been picking up for you lately, and it's coming in again. It's coming in again. I think Spirit really wants you to be mindful of who and what you give your energy towards, setting those boundaries, not allowing people to just take or walk all over you, or just like, you know, come to you when it's relevant to them, when they need something from you, and then like disappear, because what good is that doing for you? You know, like that's pretty one-sided. So be mindful, I would say, Virgo, be mindful of any one-sided connections, because that can become very draining, and we don't need that. You might be teaching someone something though. That's also the energy of the turtle, is like a teacher, someone who has like a lot of experience and is able to help others that are currently going through what you've gone through. Like, you have a lot of wisdom, you have a lot of advice, you have a lot of guidance, a lot of support, a lot of insight that you can provide these people. And so yeah, I just feel like you need to be aware of who you're giving your time, your energy to. Because again, it's like, it's not your job to save everyone. And that's like been the readings for you guys lately. I think that was like your last reading. Pretty damn sure. So I don't know if it's the same group we're picking up on or what's taking place for you in September. But this is a message that needs to come through for someone. So you better listen up, Virgo. If you're resonating so far, yeah, I feel like you could be a leader, or you have the potential of becoming a leader if that's something that you desire. Maybe that's like this next step that you are heading into in your life, where you become a leader, or you really start, I'm feeling like teacher energy, or like someone who could be just like instructing others or helping others who, like, you were once like these people who needed help, who needed guidance. You were once the person who was drawn to lies, the shadow. Like, there could have been, maybe there was someone in your life who inspired you, or someone in your life who really helped you when you were going through it. And now that you've made it out onto the other side, you want to do the same. You want to be able to help others who are currently going through what you went through, you know, whether it was growing up or whether it was a few years ago or even a few months ago. It's like, you want to be able to help others who are going through it just as you were once helped when you were going through it. That's like the energy I'm feeling from this. It's like you're wanting to like make a difference in other people's lives. You're wanting to make a positive shift, and it's really beautiful. I really love that a lot. And so you're kind of like, right now you're trying to figure out like what steps to take to make that happen or to do that. All right, let's see. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Rising, Venus in September 2022. What's going on for Virgo? You're like, well, even if I help like one person, then that's all that matters. It's like, oh, that's like just so wholesome. What do we got here? We got death coming out, Scorpio energy. So yeah, you guys have been going through that change, that transformation, which is what we were talking about with the Singer Transfiguration, right? You've been going through massive changes, and this has not been something that's been overnight. This has been an ongoing process that you have been going through. Lots of things in your life that have been falling apart, but it's not like, it may feel like it's falling apart, but it's actually being rebuilt. It's being deconstructed so that you can build something better. Think of like the tower, right? Some parts of your life are coming to an end or falling apart because something else needs to be built there. And it's going to be something bigger, something better, even though right now you may not understand quite why this is happening or why this is taking place, this ending that's taking place, or, you know, certain loss that you could be going through. You may not fully understand the reason why, but it's leading to something. I also feel like you're creating change in other people's lives. You're making a huge like shift in other people that are around you. You're kind of like a catapult, and you're just impacting other people who are in your life, whether they're strangers, whether they're your best friend, a partner, family. I feel like you're making a huge change in people's lives. Like, it's really, it feels massive. Okay, and what else we got? The World. Wow. Wow. This just screams the end of a cycle, the end of a really tough cycle that you have been going through, Virgo. It's finally closing out. I feel like you've learned your lesson. I feel like you've probably gone through it a couple times. It wasn't your first rodeo. You've maybe gone through a certain cycle, a certain lesson, one too many times, but this time is different, and you know better now. And I just feel as if, you know, the next couple of weeks are leading up to some sort of breakthrough or some sort of opening. An opening to like this new life of yours, a new chapter of yours. It's really powerful. By the way, we have Scorpio energy as well as fixed energy, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus with the World. Messages for Virgo, Sun, Rising, Venus in September. We got the 5 of Cups. So you've been kind of going through it emotionally, which I believe we've been kind of picking up on that energy for a while. But you know what? You've been keeping it hidden. 5 of Cups and the High Priestess. You've been going through it emotionally. You've been going through some loss. You've been going through some changes. Maybe you haven't been feeling the most optimistic, the most positive. Maybe you've been really feeling blue and dark and heavy as you've been going through such change, and things in your life have been falling out, or like falling out of your life, or like fading away, whether it's certain connections that you had, friendships that you had, maybe certain hobbies that you used to love doing don't really spark that interest anymore. Just like, you know, there's been a lot of changes, and it feels melancholy, especially, you know, it's your birthday season. Maybe I don't know about you, but me, and like I know a lot of people definitely get kind of emotional or a bit sad around their birthday, and it's just like, damn, like this is a time where I should be celebrating and having fun, but how come I feel so like kind of sad or kind of just like empty, or I was like, oh my god, another year has gone by, like fuck, where am I going to be a year from now, you know, like those kind of thoughts. I'm sure we all have them. And so as you're kind of going through the motion, you're definitely going through the motion, I feel like you're keeping it hidden. I feel like you're masking it. I feel like you're not really displaying that outwards. Like you're trying to come across like strong, and you know, you got that willpower, you got that independence, and like I'm a role model and I'm a leader, and like I am there for others, and I'm supposed to be, yeah, like I really feel like, Virgo, you are some sort of role model, whether it's to little kids, maybe you take care of kids, maybe you have like a daycare. That's a random message, but the turtle talks about teacher slash like the bright mother is like a caregiver. So I'm kind of picking up maybe some of you are like a caregiver, or you take care of children or something like that, children that aren't necessarily yours. Oh shit, I'm getting like so many downloads, like holy shit, where it's just like, this is a specific ass message, please just keep this in mind. The shoe may not fit, but like if you're dealing with children or people who are younger than you, you just want to give them strength, you want to give them courage, and meanwhile you're going through it yourself, or you're going through the motion yourself, but you're like, I can't crack, I can't show these people my weak. It's not weak, but in your eyes you might be like, I can't show them that I'm weak, or I can't drop this kind of leader energy, so I have to mask this sadness. I have to just kind of swallow it, put on a mask, and just like push it away, push it down, because I got shit to do, I got things to take care of, and I can't be weak for long, or I can't just like, damn, I can't seem to find whoa, what the hell what did I just say? Couldn't find the right words, but I think you get the gist of it. Anyways, at the bottom we have the Alchemist, the Tower, what did I say? The Prince of Swords, and also the Six of Cups, Chariot. So we do have a lot of major arcana just shown out in this reading. We have double Scorpio energy. We also have Pisces, by the way, Cancer. So we have all the water signs coming out. You may carry strong water placements, and that makes sense because water signs are extremely like empathic, and they feel a lot. They feel so deeply. So it would not surprise me, Virgo, if you carry any of those placements in your natal chart, like in your big three, perhaps. You care a lot about people, and I feel like there's a lot of shifts that are taking place. You have some things coming up about your past here that you're looking back at. You're looking back at some things with from your past with a different mindset, and I think you're recognizing how much you've changed and how much you've grown as a person. And I see that there's something unexpected taking place. Prince of Swords with the Tower. There's some sort of unexpected shift or move for some of you, or this might even be relation to something from your past, a realization or epiphany that you're having about something from your past here. For some, though, this is like something that you were praying for or hoping for, or something that you were manifesting maybe months and months and months ago, or intentions that you planted a way back. There's something about that that's coming to fruition very quickly or very unexpectedly this month. It feels like something's coming into alignment, or something quick is happening that creates like a big change in your life. And I feel like you've been preparing for this, or intuitively you've known that this is coming, or this time has come where something is going to change, or something new is beginning, right? Of course, right? We have the World, final card in the major arcana, versus the first card with not the first card, but number 1 as the Alchemist, the Magician. So as one thing in your life starts to fade out or come to an end, as something in your life, the foundation's being torn apart, you're creating space for something new. You're creating the room to build something better, or for something else to come in and take its place. So it's kind of like as you are going through the motion, right? Feeling emotional, maybe you've gone through a loss, maybe you've been just, whatever the case is, as you're going through these heavier times emotionally, and you're kind of keeping it to yourself, you got to remember that whatever it is that you lost is going to be replaced. And I think it happens quite quickly. It happens actually pretty fast. So keep your head up. Let's do a little bit of clarifying and see what else is taking place, or what else you may need to know. But let's take a look and see what this Tower and the Prince of Swords is about. What's this? Oh, look, just as I split the deck, we have the Magician. We also have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like you really need to release control, which, Virgo, that might be something that you struggle with, releasing control, things that are outside of your control, kind of difficult for you to surrender to, but it's something that you're working on, because the Tower is representing some sort of change that is happening that is not in your hands. You can't stop it from happening. So tell me about the Tower and the Prince of Swords for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in September 2022. Tell me about the Tower and the Prince of Swords. What's this unexpected change for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in September 2022? Tell me about the Tower and the Prince of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is change regards to some sort of home, stability, money, maybe your job, people that you live with. This is in regards to some sort of foundation that's in your life, and it's obviously changing because something about this foundation is not solid, or it's not stable, or let's just see. Let's just hold on, because again, this might be good news. Let's see. We got the 8 of Pentacles and the World. Some of you are leaving behind your job. This is a very specific message. Some of you are leaving behind your job, a place that you work at, or something that you invested a lot of energy into, that you worked your ass off, or you put so much time, money, emotion, love, etc. Like, you've put in a lot of energy towards this, and either you're leaving it behind, or something about this is changing, something to do with a cycle that's been on repeat, or you're putting an end to some sort of cycle. Or if it's not in your control, because I'm saying you're putting an end to it, but maybe not, because I feel like this is externally. Maybe it's like some sort of event happens and it's out of your control, but then you kind of just, you roll with the punches. That's the thing. It's like, I don't really feel this resistance. Tell me this Prince of Swords and the Tower for Virgo. What's this unexpected change? Page of Wands. Okay. And the Lovers. This is unexpected news. You have a choice to make. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, and Justice. Oh my God. 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This feels actually really positive, you guys. Okay. All right, so I sense that there's an improvement in the near future. There's actually some real positive changes that's taking place. Some of you are receiving good news here with the Page of Wands. If you are leaving behind a work environment, or maybe a place where you live, some of you are deciding to move. Some of you are deciding to get a new job. Some of you have a choice, or you have multiple offers coming in. And again, that goes back to the tarantula of this choice of what are you going to choose? You're at a fork. There's a fork in the road and you can go left or right. What are you going to choose? And the choice is up to you. But whatever you end up choosing, it's going to be really positive for you. If anything, some of you, for those that are starting a new job, it's like you're going to be making way more money. It's going to be way more stable. It may even be like way more up like your alley regards to flexibility of like your time management, or not time management, but like your hours, and basically maybe getting to like pick and choose when you work or where you work, or like it just feels like whatever this change is, it's really, really fair. It's really balanced. And this is something that you've been waiting for with the 7 of Pentacles. You've been so patient, and like this is where you're at right now, where you're taking a look at wherever you're at. And you're like, okay, I've invested all this time, this energy, this emotion, this money, this love, this whatever. And I can either continue on this path, or I actually have another option here. And I'm kind of considering taking this option instead. Like for some, it's like maybe it's like your current job where, you know, you don't mind it. It pays the bills. It's whatever. But then you're offered a better opportunity that either pays more, or maybe, you know, it has better benefits. It's more fulfilling. It makes you happier. It's something that you enjoy. Like, of course, you're going to choose the better option. And that's the energy of the Lovers. It's like, the Lovers can talk about romance for sure. And this might even be in regards to romance, but I am picking more up on like work. So you have a choice to make. And some of you are like, well, fuck it. I'm going to take a risk. Oh shit, Virgo, okay. Hear me out. So I'm all for you guys taking this risk, making a change, but you may want to hold off just a little bit longer until we're out of Mercury retrograde, okay? Because if you can, I know you might not be able to. Just read the fine. If you do end up doing this in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, Mercury retrograde ends beginning of October. It goes direct on the 2nd, but then we still have the post shadow, but that's not as, it's okay. Like you can kind of, it's all right. Then you're in the clear, right? But I would recommend, if you can hold off, if you can wait just a little bit longer, then you're in the clear. You might just not want to do this during Mercury retrograde, because sometimes that can just cause issues. But anyways, if you don't have a choice and it's like, you know, it's tomorrow, you have to make this decision, then fine. But like, just read the fine print and like really very, very, very careful. Make sure you're 100% certain before you follow through, before you make this change, because it feels like it's very drastic. It feels like it's very, very drastic. But I think you've been waiting for this. So And it looks like it works out in your favor. It looks like this looks really good. Temperance, Sagittarius energy, Libra energy with justice out here. This feels like it's very fair. It's very balanced. Scales finally balancing out in your favor after, you know, all the shit that you went through. But this is change that works out in your favor. And you've been patient enough, and now you're finally given the opportunity to make this change. And it's really well received. It's some sort of good news, or you're feeling optimistic about the future. So maybe you were manifesting this all along. You're waiting for the opportunity, and now that the timing's right, now that the door is opening, now that you got maybe an offer or invitation, you're like, you'd be stupid to refuse it. So yeah, and the turtle also, I forgot to mention, but the turtle does also represent like your career. So I feel like this might be in regards to like a career change or something to do with the tangible. Maybe it's where you live. Maybe you're thinking about moving around this time. I'm feeling like it's either moving or something to do with the family, or it's your money, your finances, your career. I feel like it's that kind of stuff, okay? But yeah, okay. Well, you know what? Good luck for you, Virgo. I'm sure it's gonna go great. Read the fine print. Don't make any impulsive decisions right now. Take your time with it. Feel it out. Trust your gut. But hell, why not? Right? You want to change? Fuck it. What do you have to lose? So yeah, Virgo, I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope that this was helpful and insightful. If it was, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to book a private reading with me, the information for that's in the description down below. If you want to follow me on my Instagram and TikTok, you can find me there at JadeStoneTarot. And I'm going to let you go, Virgo. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.